Hey y'all, hey, it's me and Leo again. He's like, what the fuck? Bringing you this week's weekly movie talk. You already know what it is. We're gonna go over what I've been watching, the new releases for this upcoming weekend, as well as last weekend's box office stats, such as changes in the top 10, and more importantly, who is number one? Let's go. Okay, so going over this weekend's new releases. There are 3 new wide releases this weekend. Don't Breathe 2, Respect, and Free Guy. Don't Breathe 2, I remember seeing the first movie's trailer and really being interested in it, just never got around to seeing it. So because I never saw the first one, I definitely won't be seeing this second one until I see the first one. Nor have I watched the trailer because, you know, it probably has spoilers in it. I am still interested in seeing it, I just won't be doing it this weekend. For the movie Respect, I saw the trailer a few months ago and I don't know, I was just getting like the dream girl vibes to the point where I'm like, does that mean Jennifer Hudson's gonna win another Oscar for this performance? Probably not, but not like I've seen this movie yet and I could be wrong, but it just seems kind of rare for someone to win an Oscar for playing almost the same kind of role. I know there's definitely different personalities with each person that she's portrayed at this point, but who knows? I mean, that could be kind of cool for her to win an Oscar for her being able to like showcase her singing and her pipes, because girl could sing. With all that aside, this movie actually does really look good. It's been on my watch list since I've seen the trailer, so I do plan on seeing it, just probably not this weekend, but definitely when I have the chance I will be going to see it. Alright, and with Free Guy, I know I can't be the only one to say this, but I feel like Ryan Reynolds, if he's not already there, but for me, he is right on that boundary of overexposure. Kind of like how Dwayne Johnson is for me. I know everyone loves him, but oh my god, he is just in too much stuff for me. I mean, there's a whole other opinion about that, but I feel like Ryan Reynolds is pretty close to that for me. I know he's probably already past that for everyone else, but it just makes me sad to say that because not only is he pretty to look at, but he's actually a really talented actor and naturally funny. With all that said, this movie, I saw the trailer a couple months ago and it just seems like one of those ridiculously nostalgic but also stupidly funny, and I know Ryan Reynolds is able to do that really well. What I do remember with the trailer is that it did look like you needed to see it big because of all the effects and everything, so I definitely will be going to see this movie. Probably not this weekend for its opener, but definitely would like to see it, and definitely see it in theaters so I can watch it big like it looks like it's supposed to be seen. Alright, so updates on what I've been watching. Actually, I made a new video and you'll see that in a few days, so stay tuned! Alright, so let's go over our predictions for August 6th through the 8th. Patrick and I both agreed that The Suicide Squad would be number 1 last weekend. And then we also agreed that we thought Jungle Cruise, not Jungle Book, would be number 2. For number 3, I thought Old would settle in number 3, whereas Patrick thought it would be The Green Knight, which hilariously, I thought for number 4, The Green Knight would be there, and he thought Old would be number 4. So we just flipped. And then at number 5, we both agreed it might be Black Widow. So let's see how good or bad we did this week. Alright, so let's go over the top 10. The changes and anybody that we're saying goodbye to. There's one movie this week we're saying goodbye to, and that's The Boss Baby Family Business. After 6 weeks in the top 10, it is finally landing at number 11. So, see you in the streaming sphere. Moving on to the top 10 and its changes. Coming in at number 10 last week was Fast and Furious 9, which previous week it was at number 8. Number 9 was Escape Room, Tournament of Champions. In the previous week it was at number 9, so it's pretty much stayed in the same spot. Number 8 was Snake Eyes, and the previous week it was number 7. At number 7 last week was Space Jam: A New Legacy. The previous week it was at number 6. And at number 6 this last week was The Green Knight, which was probably the biggest surprise for me because, oh my god, it was number 3 the previous week. That's sad, but it's expected with movies like that. Alright, and for the main event, the top 5. Coming in at number 5, again this week, is Stillwater. Why? Sorry, Matt Damon shade aside, it came in at number 5, making $2.8 million this past week. It was, again, at number 5 in its opening week, which was the previous week. At number 4 again this week was Black Widow, making $4 million and some change. Again, it was at number 4 the previous week, so looks like it's pretty comfortable at that spot right now. At number 3 was Old, making $4.14 million, and the previous week it was at number 2, so it's slowly going down. I guess nobody celebrated M. Night Shyamalan's birthday going to see that at theaters. Number 2 is Jungle Cruise, making $15 million this past weekend, and the previous weekend, which was its opening weekend, it was number 1. So obviously we know who's number 1, right? And at number 1 was The Suicide Squad, making $26 million for its opening weekend. That's really low, but I have a feeling it's because people are kind of scared with everything going on with the Delta variant that's going around. It makes sense. That's pretty low for what I'm sure a lot of people expected. Now for the predictions for August 13th through the 15th. So Patrick's going to sit this week out since there's a lot of movies coming in. So here's what my predictions are for this upcoming weekend. At number 1, I think, of course, Suicide Squad's probably going to reclaim that spot. Number 2, I feel like Free Guy, which opens this weekend, is probably going to either be nesting at number 2 or it might bump Suicide Squad out of number 1, but I think it'll be number 2. Number 3, I think it'll be Jungle Cruise, since, you know, that's the big blockbuster family movie right now. Number 4, I think will be Don't Breathe 2, which also opens this weekend. Since there's not really any scary movies out right now, that'll probably be the main reason why it gets into the top 5, since I know a lot of people are jonesing for Halloween right now, so. And then at number 5, I'm going to take a chance and say I feel like Respect will make it into the top 5 and land at number 5. So those are my predictions. Who are you predicting to be in the top 5 for this upcoming weekend? Definitely comment down below so we can compare and discuss. So that's a wrap for this week's movie talk. Definitely comment down below any of your predictions you have for this coming weekend, how you did with last weekend. Also, I will be pinning my predictions down there so you have easy access to them. So again, we could discuss those. Are you seeing any of the new movies this week? And definitely give me some recommendations on what to watch if I'm not already watching them so I could get to it. And again, if you had fun today, definitely like and subscribe so you get notified for the next video that's up. And definitely share this video with any movie lovers that you think would have a kick out of checking it out. Alright guys, so as always, be well, be safe, be silly, and until next time, please tell your mother I said hello.